Keiomo, also known as Oikejo, is furious. He exclaims that both of his team members are unable to participate in the competition due to personal reasons, and if this continues, he will be disqualified even before the competition begins. Because of this, he needs 2 new members, but not just any players. They must be skilled enough to face powerful opponents. With no other option left, he decides to seek help from the only 2 people who can make a difference. Without hesitation, Keiomo sends an invitation to Pensilgan and Sunraku for the global game competition, admitting that without their help, he won't be able to defeat his opponent. The scene shifts inside the game world of Shangri-La Frontier, where Sunraku stands alongside his companions. Sunraku expresses his gratitude, saying, "It was great working with all of you, but now it's time for Rabbit Jaw to leave." He turns to Ri and thanks her for the help she has provided. Ri, also known as Saigub-Zero, responds, No, it's nothing. I also had a great time here. If you ever need my help again, don't hesitate to ask." However, deep inside, Ri is conflicted. She wishes she could spend more time with Sunraku, but another thought troubles her. How will she explain all of this to her older sister, Saiga 100? She worries that if Saiga 100 finds out that Lagan's shadow has been defeated, she will chase after Sunraku and forcefully demand his help, possibly even causing him unnecessary trouble. Ri doesn't want Sunraku to be burdened with this, and these thoughts make her feel uneasy. Meanwhile, Sunraku asks Akane what she plans to do next. Akane replies, "Before heading to Rabbit Jaw, I'd like to explore this town for a bit." Hearing this, Ri realizes that Akane is not like her. Akane can leave for Rabbit Jaw at any time, meaning Ri will be left alone. As Sunraku prepares to leave for Rabbit Jaw, Akane says, "Alright, I should get going too," but before she can leave, Ri stops her, wanting to have a conversation. The scene shifts to Sunraku inside the game, where he reads Keiomo's invitation for the global game competition. The invitation states that Keiomo will cover their entry and travel fees, so that they can participate without any inconvenience. Keiomo's only reason for seeking their help is that his previous 2 members had to withdraw due to personal reasons. However, there is one opponent whom Keiomo wants to defeat at all costs. Sunraku contemplates this, and then messages Pensilgan about the competition. Without hesitation, Pensilgan agrees to participate. After much thought, Sunraku also decides to join, saying, "Participating in this competition means I'll be meeting Keiomo in real life, so I have no reason to refuse." The scene shifts again, and now Sunraku has donned a special armor. He carefully counts each passing second, while Black tries to dissuade him from doing so. Exactly 3 minutes later, the armor shatters into pieces, shocking Black. Sunraku calmly states, "So, this armor broke exactly at the 3-minute mark. This confirms that no matter what type of armor it is, Lagan's curse mark will always destroy it in precisely 3 minutes." Black, however, is furious and scolds Sunraku for breaking the armor. Sunraku explains that he needs to fully understand how Lagan's curse works, or he may face serious trouble in the future. Black, still frustrated, tells him to do whatever he wants, but not to use her carefully crafted armor for his experiments. Then, she hands Sunraku a weapon called the Grill Top Drill. Seeing it, Sunraku is surprised and says, "I just gave you this before going to sleep, and you already repaired it." Black replies, "Be careful while using this. Repairing a relic weapon is not an easy task." Sunraku, understanding her efforts, tells her, "I still have some money left, so I want you to upgrade my equipment. I completely trust you with this task." Black, annoyed, headbutts Sunraku and yells, "How much more work are you going to make me do?" The scene shifts again, and now Sunraku is heading toward Rust and Moto to meet them. He sighs, "I had no idea upgrading my equipment would be this expensive." And Mo, his talking rabbit companion, suggests, "It might be better if I walk around in my human form." Sunraku replies, "We need to conserve mana, so bear with it for a while." As he walks through the town, Sunraka notices that the NPCs in this area seem a bit rough around the edges. Finally, he reaches the shop where Rust had summoned him. Just as he is about to enter, an NPC suddenly falls out of the shop. Sunraku asks, "Are you alright?" But the NPC rudely dismisses him. However, the moment the NPC notices a Lagan curse mark on Sunraka's body, his attitude changes completely and he starts speaking respectfully. Entering the shop, Sunraka finds Rust beating up multiple NPCs. He comments, "For someone of your size, you sure have a lot of anger." Hearing this, Rust immediately punches Sunraku. He dodges, but Amol jumps onto Rust's face, blocking her vision. Moto quickly intervenes, saying, "Rust, stop. He's not an MP, he's Sunraka." Recognizing him, Rust calms down. However, she looks at Sunraka's outfit and calls it indecent. Sunraka then explains the entire story behind Lagan's curse mark in detail. Moto listens carefully and then notices Amol asking, "And is this talking Vorpal bunny also part of your unique scenario?" Amol introduces herself. "My name is Amol, and it's a pleasure to meet you." Sunraka nods and confirms, "Yes, Amol is part of the unique scenario, but now I want to talk about another unique scenario, the one connected to the Cater Knight of the Abyss." Moto responds, "We've been looking for the NPC who guided us to that unique scenario." Rust then adds, "The last time I was beating up NPCs here, I came across one who called himself the Messenger of the Great Pirate. He led us to the Great Pirate Stud." Sunraku asks, "So was it this stud who guided you to the unique scenario?" Rust nods. "Yes, that's why I was trying to do exactly what I did last time." Sunraku realizes that Rust was attacking NPCs in hopes of finding the same lead. Just then, a character enters the bar and says, "I was wondering what all the commotion was about. Of course, it had to be you. It's been a while since I last saw you, and I was beginning to think you had run away in fear." Sunraku turns to Rust and asks, "Rust, don't tell me this tiny character is the messenger of the Great Pirate." The NPC scoffs. "Messenger? What are you talking about? Right now, you're looking at none other than the Great Pirate Stud himself." Sunraku is shocked. "Wait, seriously? This is the Great Pirate Stud?" Rust confirms. "Yes, he is the one who will give you the unique scenario that leads to the Cater Knight of the Abyss." Stud then starts acting arrogantly, making condescending remarks, but as soon as he notices a Lagan curse mark on Sunraka's body, his demeanor changes completely. In a trembling voice he asks, "May I know your name?" Realizing that the mark terrifies him, Sunraka smirks and says, "My name is Sunraku, and I am working with these two. Also, I specialize in breaking Lagan's jaws." Upon hearing this, Stud becomes visibly nervous and says, "All right, follow me. I'll take you to my ship, which once belonged to the person who killed my father. It's called the Crying Inn's Man." A unique scenario prompt appears before Sunraku, and he accepts it. Stud then explains, "My father boarded the Crying Inn's Man, which is also known as the Ghost Ship. He fought against the monsters on that ship and managed to save his crew, but he lost his life in the process." Sunraku comments, "So, you're after revenge?" Stud nods. "Absolutely. One day, I will sink that ghost ship." They finally reach Stud's ship, the Scarlet Whale, and his crew, known as the Red Whale Pirates. Just then, 4 men rush toward them carrying 2 barrels. Sunraku and Amol are surprised as the barrels are set down before them. As Sunraku excitedly opens one, he is shocked to find Saigub Zero inside. The second barrel opens, revealing Akane and Suck. Akane asks Sunraku, "What are you doing here?" Equally puzzled, Sunraku retorts, "That's my question. How did you two get delivered in barrels? What is going on here?" And with that, the episode comes to an end.